Hello everyone. So my name is Karim and I'm with my teammate fellow Tashin Chan, and we're going to present today our brand project Prada. So Prada has a long history of more than a century that enables it to be famous worldwide as of now and to be very successful. However, the company is, besides its great advertisement strategy, not as successful as we would think, and we will talk about it. But first of all, let's talk about its history. Unfortunately, one of our teammates, Nikki, was not able to come here, and basically she did a presentation and she sent it to us. So we're going to follow up with her presentation. This is Nikki.
So Prada was founded by Mario Prada, and the brand opened its first store in Milan, Italy in 1913. At that time, they sold high-quality leather goods, bags, and accessories. And so Prada built a reputation for being a really elegant and luxurious brand, and 6 years after being founded, the brand was chosen to be an official supplier to the royal Italian household. And after that happened, they changed their name to simply just Prada from Fratelli Prada. And so, because of the relationship with the royal Italian household, Prada was able to get the royal coat of arms from House of Savoy incorporated into its logo. And so when you look at the logo, you can see that in the very top center. And so, since then, Prada has managed to keep the business in the family, despite the really large size of the brand. Since then, Mario's daughter, Luisa, took over the company, and then Luisa's daughter, Miuccia Prada, now runs the company and still does today with her husband. Next slide, please. And so by the late 80s, Prada is a really major name. Prada's been carefully, the image has been carefully controlled through being really exclusive. So you don't see a lot of Prada advertisements or Prada stores out and about. It's very exclusive and very strategically placed where you find those things. And so a little bit about more the logos and the brand image. Prada is known not by colorways or by monogram patterns like brands such as Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton and Gucci, they have really signature colors, like Louis Vuitton has brown and tan, Gucci has green, red, and beige. And so you can see those in the images. Can you go back? And so if somebody is wearing a piece of clothing by Prada, you won't be able to tell. It won't be like Gucci where you have a big logo or the green, yellow, red colors. Green, red, and beige colors. You will only see with Prada the very small logo, and it's very subtle. And so this gives the brand an image of being very exclusive and not being very flashy and very unpretentious. And so as far as Interbrand goes, it's 81st on the best global brands. Okay, and so for the advertising strategy of Prada, Prada uses things such as photography, innovative and inspiring video campaigns that they do every fall, winter, and every spring and summer for their new collections. And they also use people like famous models and celebrities to endorse their clothing. You can also do, they do event marketing with fashion shows, things like Paris, Milan Fashion Week, and they also are involved in art, a lot in art actually. You can even see in social media they have a very large presence. Next slide, please. And so this is a few examples of Prada fashion editorials. They're always very creative and very unique as opposed to their competitors. And so this is an example of a video campaign from Prada. They are very, very striking, as you can see. The lack of directly promoting the products, and instead there is a focus on the image and the spirit of the brand. So instead of just focusing on the product, they show you all about what it means to be a woman who wears Prada. Mostly it's towards women, their advertising campaigns. And so in this video, you can see the same thing in the last one. This is Fashion Week, I think 2013. And so you can see that they really don't focus a lot on the brand products. They focus on the brand image. And so there are also models and celebrities for Prada. Like many brands you can see on Instagram and social media platforms, there are people who are paid to use the products. They either post a picture of it on social media and say, "Thank you so much, Prada, for these presents," or they just post themselves in it. There's different ways that they do it. But also, they use models as the face of the brand. This is different from a lot of high fashion brands. Brands like Chanel, they use actresses and models like Blake Lively, Kristen Stewart, really famous names, big actresses, to promote the face of their brand. But Gucci, however, Prada, however, doesn't use big celebrities like that. They actually, in the spirit of the brand, staying very subtle and very humble, they actually use models. Models that just an average person who doesn't have a big knowledge about fashion probably wouldn't recognize. And so that also helps them keep the image of being very exclusive and not very flashy. That's the big difference between Prada and the other brands, is that they're not a very flashy, not a very show-offy type of brand. They're very unpretentious, and that's something that really separates them from the other brands that you see that are competitors to Prada, like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Fendi, and things like that. Next. And so also, one other thing that I've noticed is that in music, they are mentioned a lot. Prada is mentioned with other big names like Gucci, Prada. For example, there's a song by the artist Kreayshawn where she says, "Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada." And this is an indirect advertisement, not intentional from Prada, but it also does help create a larger brand recognition, and especially to a younger audience that listens to rap music. And so now.
Okay, so thank you very much for Nikki to have vowed interest into this presentation, and who has been a very strengthful part of this presentation. So as of right now, basically, we're going to talk about the social media part and the social media presence of Prada. And so at this point, we're gonna let my friend Tashi-shun take care of the rest for the moment.
Okay, now we are going to talk about product social presence. Social presence is the main new trend in the world. It enables us to communicate and reach potential customers worldwide. From a simple website to advertisement. As my teammate Nikki said previously, Prada is promoted on Instagram and other social medias. Instagram and Facebook are the two main social media networks the Prada company mainly advertisements on. To talk about Facebook, there is about 73% online presence. This could be explained by the fact that Instagram is mainly photo sharing and video sharing mobile network. In a sense, it offers the company its ability to exploit 500 million active users and enable products to be famous. To talk about Facebook, we're wondering the brand should put an advertisement or not. Mark Zuckerberg's social network became really famous in the last year. It is a really important trend all over the world. With billions of active users, Prada made a wise choice in promoting its brand here. Since a brand is advantaged by a significant fan by using Facebook, building an online presence and keep customers updated is very lucrative and important. Facebook and Instagram are not only online tools used by Italian fashion industry. In addition, Twitter has a stake of 8% in product companies' advertisement. This old online social network use powerful sentence, and the followers of tutors read them every day. To look at a new collection, a customer could easily integrate by interesting ad, increasing the chance of people shopping on the online website. Besides the online network, Prada also invests 8.2% of its presence on online news and TV. Everyone watches TV shows and news every day. We have a great example of Gossip Girls show. Gossip Girls shows was a great influence show in American teen shows. Since the Gossip Girls have brought a great influence in American society and the world, it also gave Prada more success by putting their advertisement on it. In each episode, Gossip Girl has at least one advertisement that relates to product. This is a very powerful advertisement that attracts potential customers to keep interest in the brand. As to talk about the online news, weekly and daily news. In order to follow new trends in this world, in the future, as we can see, more and more people is going to invest for the luxury goods. Prada is also present. It's not gonna be forgotten. However, recently, Prada's financial statement is unfortunately not as great as it seems to be. My group member, Kern, is going to talk about the drawback of the product company.
So thank you for listening to my dear classmate Tashin Shun. Actually, so yeah, as of right now, we're gonna talk about the drawbacks, the threats actually of Prada. But we have to know something actually. Prada is a very successful company in the past. It has a long history. It is famous worldwide. It has a very great social presence. However, we cannot say that Prada is perfect. Prada has a lot of drawbacks, and actually, unfortunately, we saw actually the presence of Prada and the profits of Prada decreasing over time. So why are they decreasing? What is the main marketing strategy that they are missing, and what is the possible outcome actually of those market share that they lose worldwide that could be improved or could be outstanded for the company? Before talking about threats, we have to explain something. Fear of change. Why is it important? Because that's what drives everybody else. We are the fearing of disapproval. So in a sense, basically, what's great with Prada is that it's having one style that is classy and high vintage. And in a sense, it offers the possibility of the person to wear it without being feared of disapproval. We already know the style. So in a sense, there is nothing very new actually about it besides its classiness and its high luxury products. So it becomes to ask actually the question to Prada, are you pessimistic or optimistic? Because you don't want to make any change to your brand. Do you look in this glass of water half empty or half full? Of course, the change is negative, or it can be negative actually. We don't wish that for anyone who tries. But we have to agree on something actually. The change is also positive. It can bring a very great outcome for the company, as for example Mario Prada. In 1913, when he created his products, he made a change. He decided to create his own clothing actually that was very different from the rest. And in a sense, he achieved what he was looking for. In this world, actually, there is a lot of people who are looking for security, for not achieving the impossible or not even trying. But we can see in here that Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and even Mark Zuckerberg actually, they did create new things. Possibly could not work, but they did give it a shot. And right now, they're praised as the most wise people in the world. So why not Prada? This leads us actually to know actually that I'm relating the economic cycle over the society cycle. Every decade, every 100 years, there have to be a change. And this change actually will bring new opportunities, new outcomes. But if we don't change anything over time, we're gonna reach a peak of recession. Very bad time. And if we don't do anything, we're still going to continue to fall down. And this is the possible answer to why Prada is falling down. First, we have a lack of new collections. So Prada has one style, as we said earlier, classiness. In a sense, we can see, for example, those two bags. Different trends, different times. Different collections, same style. There is not so much change actually in between those two bags that enhances actually the idea of new, the idea of interest. It's sure, it's beautiful, it's attractive, but it's still classy. And in a sense, Prada cannot do better in this sense if it continues like this. So coming back to the cycle, there has to be a change. The thing is, we aim to stand for our peers. Every day is magic, as is shown on this picture. We have different styles all over the year. We want us actually to make the change. We want to show to different people actually that we are better. We want to show that we can surprise everyone. I mean, let's be serious. If I had a Gucci bag or a Versace watch or something different, I could wear Versace or Gucci all over the year because there are so many styles, and it doesn't matter which style I put today, it will be different from tomorrow. And someone who will see me with those things can say actually that I have a good idea of what I want, different styles, and I'm not afraid actually to surprise people. And generally it's good, because Gucci and Versace are doing a good work. Why not Prada? Second problem is the lack of marketing strategy. Yeah. So, as my friend talked about Gossip Girl earlier, we have here a picture actually from one of the episodes of Gossip Girls. In each of the 6 seasons of Gossip Girls, there is an advertisement of Prada. And this is a very big problem. Why? Because Gossip Girl is famous only for women. There is only women in general that are attracted by this kind of show. And the majority of guys will never look at this show. In a sense, they will never be enlightened by Prada because they will never have seen an advertise of Prada. I have never seen Prada actually shown in Prison Break, in Secret Services movies, in action movies. And this is kind of a shame because we are more, according to Business Insider, than 50% of the world's population. And this is a big stake that Prada is losing. So, yeah. The third point is Prada is a well-known trend for the Western civilization. It has a great recognition. People are loyal, possibly advocate. The world advanced, Prada is here. So the thing is that whatever goes on, people buy products from Prada because they are interesting, they are still classy, but unfortunately I'd say a person will buy 1 or 2 products from Prada, no much more, because they're all the same style, and we want to change that. So Asia is the world place where everything happens. Asia is 60% of the world's population, according to Wikipedia and many other sources. If you send Prada to Asia, you can get better profits. Because as of right now, Prada and all other companies actually, let's take the number 1, Apple, or let's take other brands actually, Gucci, Versace, they're mainly focusing on Europe and the United States. So in a sense, basically, this is a very great opportunity for Prada actually to jump in it, to be the first mover, and to be able to conquer the Asian market. It will be better lead. And it will give an advance, because the thing is that right now, the majority of the feelings towards Prada are shown in the Western civilization. As we can see on this graph, actually, there is not a lot actually in Africa or in Asia that is presented as for the brand recognition of Prada. And this is too bad. Why this is too bad? Because we have Subaru and Line actually that are evolving in the Asian market right now. They're doing different marketing strategies, and we have seen in the past that they're doing very well, increasing their performance, increasing their very great advertising, and increasing their profits. Subaru and Line, different products, different markets, different people, because we're looking at automotives and electronic. It has nothing to do with clothing and accessories. They tried, they succeeded, they led, they conquered. Vini Vidi Vici. Why not Prada? I mean, there's so much opportunity that they can get of the Asian market actually to focus on right now, that they could outperform and be way better than anyone else. Because the Asian market is increasing at a fastest rate right now, yes, but yet nobody is there. If Prada goes there, it's the first one, and it's a good opportunity. In this sense, it's going to help us lead the world. We have the Asian market, the men's collections. They are here, but they are not marketed very well. And we have the new collection, a new style. Everything that Prada has that doesn't do in order to be better. So right now, my fellow teammate is going to talk to you more actually about the different opportunities of Prada to increase the market. We have talked about the threats, we have talked about the opportunities, but the question is, how do you do that? Tashunsin, your turn, please.
So, to talk about the world market, in order to gain the control on the world market, it is important to move my roommate Carl introduce that line. It's a really famous app in the Asian market. On the other hand, other countries like China, WeChat has also been considered one of the most famous apps that people used in business. People use WeChat in every single business and every other business field that it's very important for them. But as we can see, Line has a very big growth on the Korean market and on the Taiwan market and on the Thailand market too. As a Chinese student, I can say that Asian population it's very big and people are very emotional on the emojis. People like to use a lot of emojis, just like we look. People like to use a lot of emojis to express their feelings instead of the Western countries. The Western culture likes to express more on their words instead of using the emoji to express their feelings. Twitter will be an example, less meaningful than the line. So as a Chinese international student, I can say the Asian population it's very big, so we really need to take it very carefully. And there are also Weibo and Hike instead of Facebook, WeChat instead of Instagram. The Hike app in India is also very famous and widely used. Also the WeChat like in the China market. All those social medias in Asia that we mentioned about are a very good, very great platform for product to use on the verge to get in touch with Asian countries in Asia, where American social networks are banned for certain reasons, or they just cannot have a right influence power like the local social medias. Getting to know about the different websites in Asia, it's very likely product enhance their presence rate and they can get in touch with the market more and they have more chance to increase their sales rate in the Asia. As a financial statement, Prada is known for a very long history of fashion. In the fashion industry, Prada has a very important position in it. But the lack of enhancement over the Asian market and the men's product and the men's product advertisement, and there are lake style of production will cause a serious problem in the future. Not taking the Asian countries seriously will be a big reason that the company might collapse in the future. So taking these factors in consideration, improving the marketing strategy will lead in the product ahead from the other competitors and make the product shine again. Thank you.